Okay, I think we're live. Hi, this is Danielle Howell, and welcome to my 5 weight loss secrets webinar. All right, so tonight we're going to talk about how to lose weight. If you're on this call, I see we have a few people on the call. If you're on this call or are looking to lose weight, or maybe you're already in my weight loss group and I've invited you, I'll have some people come out, hopefully more than one person come out and give some feedback as to what they've been doing so far underneath my coaching. So let me just tell you a little bit about myself. I'm going to share my screen. Give me a minute. Sorry. Wait, let me I'm going to share my screen. Well, I want to welcome you again. Just give me a minute. I was working on my slides. Today was one of those days, but you get things done, Okay. Okay, so welcome again. So are you struggling with your weight loss? Maybe you've been told by your doctor that you needed to lose weight. Whatever your reason for being here, we all struggle with our weight. I'll struggle with my weight. I'll go into my story in a minute. But, maybe you're struggling with your weight, or maybe you've been losing weight, but you've hit a plateau, which a lot of us do. We be on a weight loss program, and then all of a sudden, we don't lose anymore. So that happens in certain cases. So tonight we're going to talk about that. Or maybe you just want to lose weight. All right. So what if I told you that all of that weight loss struggle is not real? Like you hear so much struggle. Oh, I can't lose weight. Oh, I'm too old. I've heard it all. What other, my body, I'm big boned, or usually it's the age thing. Over a certain age, you can't lose weight, and that's not true. The weight loss struggle is not real. It's only real if you make it real in your head. So when you say things like that, you actually sabotage your success. So, if you're telling yourself that you can't lose weight because you're older, you can't lose weight because you were born this way and your father was big and your mother was big, you can't lose weight because it's the holidays, or you can't lose weight because, your birthday was last week. All those things are not real. And it just really are excuses as to why you can't lose weight. So hopefully tonight, if you're on this call, that means you really want to lose weight. You want to lose weight. You don't want to make excuses, and you want to follow some simple steps that I'm going to give you that is going to help you to lose all the weight you want. You can lose all the weight you want. If it's 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 50 pounds, 100 pounds, there are easy steps that you can follow. And I'm going to give you 5 of them, 5 easy steps that you can follow that you can lose weight. I'm sorry, people are calling me trying to get on the webinar. Wait, hold on 1 second. I can't talk to her right now. All right, so losing weight is easy. All you have to do is follow certain steps. And, once you lose the weight, and that's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to teach you something that many people know, but they probably don't even realize it. They know how to do it, but, it takes some kind of commitment. Everything takes commitment, but it's not as hard as you make it seem. And you don't have to exercise 2 hours a day to lose weight. Most people hit the gym so hard, and you don't really have to do it you don't have to go that hard. So, this is not something that you really, really have to work so hard at. And the best part is you don't have to starve yourself. All right. So you don't have to starve yourself, and you can lose the weight without depriving yourself. Would you believe me if I told you all of that? I hope so, because this is my story. Who am I? I'm Danielle K. Howell. And before I lost 40 pounds, I was overweight, unhappy, and I had hypertension. So just imagine, this was a few years ago. I was 40 pounds overweight. So if you know me now, if you're on this webinar and you know me how I look today, just imagine me 40 pounds heavier. That was me. Okay. And not only was I 40 pounds heavier, but I also had very high blood pressure. I had, low energy. I was put on medication. My doctors wanted to put me on medication. Actually, they did put me on medications, but I refused to take them because I just felt like, all right, I got to do something about this. I got to do something about my health. I got to do something about my life. I got to do something about my weight. I got to do something about, myself. They wanted to put me on medications. This is something that happened to me. And it became very real to me once the medication talk was to me in the doctor's office. I never thought about being put on medications. I watched my mom on medications. I watched my grandmother on medications. My grandmother actually died from Vioxx, and of course, there was no legitimate way that we could prove it. But after she passed away, all this talk about Vioxx and how it can give you a bleeding heart. And that's when my grandmother, she passed away from that. And, so medications to me was not an option. So, but my energy level was so low that I couldn't do anything. I felt like I would always tell, my husband and my grandmother that I had chronic fatigue syndrome because I was always so tired. Like there was no way that I could get my energy level up. It was horrible. So, so I felt like I had to do something different. And on top of the medications and on top of the fact that I didn't have any energy, but I was afraid. I started to get afraid that I would leave at 38. And I was around 38 years old when I came to the point where my health was really at a decline. So I left three girls behind. I was 15. My sister was 6 and my other sister was 21, and she left us. And at the time I also had 4 children, and I leave really life. Otherwise I would leave my kids. I would leave my kids. I would leave my husband with my kids. And that's not what I wanted for myself. So I had to get serious. I had to get serious about myself. I had to get serious about my health. I had to get rid of that high blood pressure. There was one day I was walking in the mall and I felt the tinglings in my arms and in my legs because I knew I would take my blood pressure and it was sky high. It was 170 over 100. Like my blood pressure was so high that, the doctors wanted to hospitalize me. And, it was just, to me, the grace of God that I found something that would eventually turn my health around. So I want to ask you, are you at that point where you need to make a change? There's one thing sometimes, we want to make a change, but we're not we're not too committed about it. Is there a way, are you here where you need to make a change? I knew, else I would die. Do you have high blood pressure? Maybe you have diabetes. Maybe you don't like looking at yourself in the mirror and overweight that you don't even want to look in the mirror. I understand that. Maybe I was never to that point, but I did have a lot of body images, image issues. So, I understand that. So this is what I want to ask you today. Where are you right now? Where are you in making a decision to make a change? Because every change comes from a decision, a need to decide you want to be or not. Because if it's something that you're going to do, you will do whatever it takes to do it. Otherwise, it'll just become a little passing notion in your mind and, a fleeting little thought like everything else that comes day to day. But if you're on this webinar, that means you took the time out of your busy schedule. It's Christmas season. So to me, that lets me know that you are committed to making a change in your life. So commend yourself for that. All right. So right now, And if this is you, I'm glad you're here. So let me tell you a little bit about myself, a little bit more. I've taught health wellness and health and wellness for over 15 years. I'm a graduate where we teach recreation centers, people that are in low income neighborhoods, all kinds of rec centers, libraries. We hold exercise classes for people that need free exercises. So I'm a graduate of that program, and I taught exercise classes in Queens at the Central Library for Shape Up New York City. I also started and operated and ran the very first health and wellness ministry in the AME church organization. There was never a health and wellness ministry until I started it. And this was also about 15 years ago. My weight loss journey started about 15 years ago. My very first business was in the health and wellness industry when I used to market health and wellness products. So 15 years ago in this industry, and currently my business is in the health and wellness and fitness industry. I studied health, nutrition, and fitness at Queens College. I'm a graduate. I didn't graduate with that theology degree due to changes in my job, but I have numerous credits and numerous classes underneath the health, nutrition, and fitness. I also majored in family and consumer sciences with the focus on healthy cooking. Okay, so all this brought me to where we are today, where I am, where you are, and bringing me here to you. So I know a lot about nutrition, exercise, and fitness. However, this is a big however, every day there is something new coming out, some new fad diet, and don't eat this and stay away from that. And I'm not a fan of fad diets. I'm a fan of eating properly. I'm a fan of eating in moderation. I tell all of my clients, you eat when you are hungry. You don't necessarily have to eat all day long. So that is something that, that I feel has been misused when they tell you to eat 5 meals a day. Now, we have people eating 5 meals a day and then really not eating the proper foods. But I'm not going to go into proper foods tonight. But, later on, if you decide to become a part of my coaching, if you become a coaching client of mine, I will talk to you all about foods that you should eat, foods that are not recommended, not to say to stay away from them, but they're not recommended, and foods that you should be eating on a regular basis. But today I'm going to tell you secrets that took my weight off and that I've kept it off for more than 15 years. All right, so I want you to pay attention. I want to tell you to pay attention, turn off your cell phone, close out Facebook. Pay attention to what I'm going to share with you because no one else teaches this. You may have seen it in passing, like I stated earlier. You may have seen it. You may have seen, little things on the news or even on the websites. You may have seen it, but have you really paid attention to it? And if you did see it or paid attention to it, have you implemented it into your daily regimen? So what I'm going to tell you today, again, I want to tell you to pay attention because it's important that what I find, I have a lot of clients, and I would honestly tell you that 99.9% of them don't follow everything that they should, and it kind of bewilders me because I said, okay, they come to me because they want to lose weight. They come to me because they want to get healthier. A lot of them have diabetes, hypertension, they're overweight. And, I give them certain strategies, certain tools, certain things that I put out there to them every single day. And, I can tell the ones that are following the program to a T, I can tell, and those that are not, because those are the ones that seem to struggle, that seems to make a lot of excuses. And those are the ones that seem to not reach their goals. I make everyone write down their goals. I make everyone have a goal. And, I just feel like that's something that needs to be done. You have to listen to the teacher. I'm the teacher, you're the student, right? So the number one secret to weight loss is having a coach like myself. I'm a coach. I am a health coach. I'm also a business coach. I coach people on their businesses, being in business for over 15 years, even though it wasn't primarily. I have worked in the Department of Education as a special education teacher, but my passion has always been in health and wellness. But I also have a business passion, being a business person. I teach people, entrepreneurs primarily, how to grow their businesses online. So the first secret to anything, I feel, is having like a mentor or a coach. You need someone to show you the ropes. You need someone to hold you accountable. You need someone to follow up with you. You need someone, because left to our own devices, we will stray. And that's just human nature. It's not something that, we can put off. It's not something that we can psych ourselves out and say, no, we're not going to do it. We will. We fall. And the best part about having a coach is that they make you get back up. So just like, in anything in life, you have a gym teacher, gym coach, you have a personal trainer, you have coaches. That I have a mentor. I have more than one, actually, to keep you on track. Because if you don't have somebody to keep you on track, you are going to go to the wayside. So I think the number one secret, so write this down, the number one secret to weight loss is to have a coach. Have someone hold you accountable. Now, that to me is probably the biggest secret, because if you don't have anyone to hold you accountable, if you're not having, making a commitment to yourself and to someone else, then what is going to keep you on target? What is going to keep you from saying, I'm going to do this today? What is going to keep you from staying in bed as opposed to getting up and maybe doing a 20-minute walk or exercise? What is going to keep you from eating that fried chicken? What is going to keep you from eating the wrong foods, making the wrong food choices, and making the wrong decisions when it comes to your health and your weight loss? Because in the past, if you have not had a coach, how can you expect to go further without one? So just look back in the past, what you've done in the past, see who's held you accountable, and maybe you have had a coach in the past. And think about that time that you had that coach, if you had one, and see how that coach kept you accountable, even if you didn't feel like it. But you knew that you had to get to the gym or whatever it was. You knew that you had to get that thing done, or else that coach would be on your back. And I'm a kind of coach, I'm on your back. Yes, I'm on your back. But after a while, I hold calls, I hold webinars, I have a private group for my people. I have everything. I text, I email, I have so many things in place for my people that there is no escaping me, but at the same time, I don't run you down. So I look at it like this. If you really want it, I'm here. If you are still thinking about it, debating, not so sure, then that's up to you. I'm here for you, but I'm not a drill sergeant. If you show up on the calls, wonderful. If you don't, I'll put it out there. Well, I'm not interested in their health. So yes, I will guilt you into coming on the calls. You'll feel guilty to the point where you have to get back on the calls and you have to get back on track. I'm always putting out motivational things to keep you going, keep you on track. If I know that you fell, get back up. I put something in my group today. I forgot something. It was a man hanging off a cliff. Basically, it was saying, I forgot. I've posted so many motivational things, but it's about hanging in there, basically. So, that sparked something in the group. So, this is what I do. This is what I do. I keep you on track mentally. I keep you on track physically and emotionally. I really try to hit you where your emotions are, so that you know that I care. I do care about your progress. I care about your success. So having a coach is the number one answer to weight loss. Okay. Number two, you've probably heard about this. You've probably seen this around. You've probably did it already, tried it once or twice, but you wasn't sure. Apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar is a cure-all for so many things, so many things. And before I started drinking it, I really could not lose the weight. And I mean, yes, I exercised, and I've exercised for all of my life. Like I told you, I was a gym teacher, not a gym teacher, I was a fitness instructor. You know, I was practically a marathon runner. I was supposed to run the marathon this year, but because of my business, I got a little sidetracked. I couldn't, but I was running that much that I qualified to be in the marathon this year. And I still could not lose the extra weight that I wanted to lose until I started drinking apple cider vinegar. I realized after reading and read there's this book that I've read by Mr. Braggs, and his apple cider, and that Bragg's book taught me so much about apple cider vinegar. We use other of his products also, but the apple cider vinegar is like a secret weapon when it comes to weight loss, because what it does, it helps your tummy troubles, right? So like my daughters this weekend had some issues with their tummies, not feeling too well. That is always my go-to remedy: apple cider vinegar. You mix it with water. Sometimes I just drink it straight, but drinking it straight is a little acidic. You can mix it with a little warm water, a little honey. But if there's a bacterial infection, if you have diarrhea, if you have antibiotic problems, apple cider vinegar contains pectin, which soothes the intestinal spasms. So if you mix that with a little bit of water and a little bit of honey, the infection is gone like magic. But most of all, apple cider vinegar aids in weight loss. So did you hear that? Apple cider vinegar helps you lose weight. Why? Because it suppresses your appetite. It increases your metabolism. If you have water retention, like what I was having due to my high blood pressure, it reduces it. I didn't need a water pill anymore. I started drinking apple cider vinegar. And you get fewer calories into your bloodstream, because that starch that you're eating bread, you're eating rice, you're eating potatoes. It cuts into that. So you are absorbing fewer calories. Apple cider vinegar is powerful, but you have to get the right one. And if you're interested in the right one, send me an email after this. But again, like I said, I was so tired. You know what? Exercise, and I used to exercise. I tell you, I was an exercise instructor. But sometimes exercise can cause extreme lactic acid, which makes you tired. So that's why I tell you, you don't have to exercise for 2 hours a day. That's way too much. You exercise for 20 minutes. You take a nice brisk walk for a few minutes. There's things on your phone now. You can count your steps. But the amino acids that is contained in apple cider vinegar acts as an antidote. And it contains potassium and enzymes that release the feeling of being tired. So when you're tired, just take a teaspoonful of apple cider vinegar, and it'll wake you right up. Right on up. It's amazing. The stuff is amazing. It's amazing. So number 3 is my third secret is lemon. Now helps fight with hunger. So now just picture this now. You have the apple cider vinegar and you have the lemon water. contains pectin. Hello, let's go back. Didn't they say that that apple cider vinegar contains pectin? Right? So the pectin, it's the pectin that helps with weight loss. So the more pectin you have, which is fiber, you are eliminating. And that's what you want. You want to eliminate. If you are not eliminating, you are holding on to fat, excess fat. Filling up with fiber, you are not fighting hunger. You're always going to think that you're hungry. You need fiber. You need pectin fiber. If you're not eating enough fruit, you need pectin fiber. And that's where the lemon comes in at. And again, gives you an energy boost. That's why I'm so energetic right now. I have my lemon water and my apple cider vinegar every single day. And another thing about apple cider vinegar, if anytime I feel like I'm getting sick, and sinuses problems, like over the weekend, I had a little sinus problem, I'll drink a little bit during the day. But I always start my day with the apple cider vinegar because that's the way to start your day. So lemon juice also gives you energy. And it also helps reduce anxiety and depression. The scent of lemons has a calming effect on your nervous system. So that makes you just want to go sniff a lemon, right? Yeah. Go sniff a lemon. Helps you with your anxiety, depression. You know, we're right now it's so stressful with the Christmas shopping and this and that, the traffic and just sniff some lemons. That'll give you an energy boost and it'll calm your nerves. And it helps cut out caffeine because I used to be so tired. I used to drink coffee all the time. I still love a cup of coffee every now and then, but now I drink organic coffee, but I don't even have the taste for it. I haven't had a cup of coffee in weeks, actually. I don't need it. But before I used to need it because I was so tired. Are you feeling like that? Are you so tired that you need coffee? Maybe you don't drink coffee. Maybe it's something else maybe it's chocolate. Maybe it's something, that's another thing I used to eat, chocolate. Maybe it was the caffeine that I was addicted to, that I needed something to wake me up. So instead of drinking coffee in the morning, have a cup of warm lemon water. This says hot here. I should have made it warm. You don't want it hot, but you want it nice and warm. Every morning, have a nice warm cup of lemon water. And it wakes you right up and you don't have that pesky crash in the afternoon. And plus, again, nerves. All right, should you drink, for somebody that's 150 pounds, just squeeze a half a lemon worth. Half a lemon in a glass of water. If you're over 150 pounds, you use a whole lemon. I'm not 150 pounds. I use a half a lemon. I use a half a lemon. And, you can dilute it to meet your taste, but I think a half a lemon does wonders. I think it makes it perfect in about an 8-ounce glass of water. All right. And our number 4 is exercise. Exercise controls your weight. Exercise prevents excess weight gain. It helps to maintain your weight loss. So if you already lost weight, if you continue to do the same exercises, you won't gain it back unless you eat too much. You have to eat properly. I'm not going into eating today, but I'm talking about things that will help you jumpstart your weight loss. So when you engage in physical activity, what happens? You burn calories. The more intense the activity, the more calories you burn. But this is the key. You don't need to set aside large chunks of time to exercise. If you can't do an actual workout, like I said earlier, just take the stairs instead of taking the elevator. Take a nice walk. Get a little bit more revved up with your household chores. You don't have to go hard on your exercise. As long as you are exercising, that's all that matters. Make everything an exercise. Make sweeping the floor an exercise. Make mopping your floor an exercise. Use your muscles. Put your hips in motion when you're doing it. Make everything an exercise. You know, when you're cleaning the bathtub, you scrub hard so that you can, engage those muscles. That's what it's making everything into an exercise. But you don't have to sit there for 2 hours pumping iron like a bodybuilder. You don't. To get a great amount of exercise benefits. You just don't. And again, energy boosts energy. Exercise boosts energy. Okay, so you can improve your muscle strength, you can boost your endurance, you get more oxygen to your brain, you get more oxygen to your lungs, and everything just works properly when you exercise. So you want to get out there. I think one of the best things that could have happened to me was getting my dog, because I exercise every day, 2-3 times a day. I'm taking him for, and I love that. Just going out in the open air, taking nice deep breaths and, putting my arms up and down. Sometimes I take them to the park, and it's just a great way to get out there and walk and breathe in the nice fresh air, get some air into your lungs and air into your brain. And, just that's exercise. Walking, go for a 2-mile walk. That's wonderful. That burns lots of calories right there. And number 5 I'm going to talk about is Shakeology. Shakeology is something covered this year, actually. And on top of everything else, on top of the lemon water, on top of the apple cider vinegar, on top of having the exercise, on top of me having a coach that, helps me to keep myself in check. But I don't really need a coach now, not for health purposes. I have a coach for my business, but I found Shakeology. And when I found Shakeology, it was just such a great addition to everything else. Now, Shakeology you won't find in the stores. You can only get that through a coach. And it has been such a great addition to my daily regimen, because like I said earlier, I'm not going into so much eating habits, but after you drink your apple cider vinegar, after you drink your lemon water, now it's time to eat. What do you eat? Do you eat the bagel? Do you eat the bagel with cream cheese? Do you eat scrambled eggs and toast? Or do you drink a healthy that reduces your hunger and food cravings, that repairs your muscles, that provides lean muscles, that regulates your blood sugar, that supports your brain function and promotes alertness, especially for those of us that are getting older, reduces anxiety? What do you eat? Do you eat something that assists friendly bacteria and that helps keep you regular, gets rid of harmful free radicals, something that will decrease inflammation, something that may increase your longevity to help you live longer and increase your immune system? Do you want to eat something that provides a wide range of essential nutrients that makes up for all your dietary deficiencies? I mean, right now, who knows how much nutrients and vitamins and minerals you're getting on a daily basis. But the Shakeology, you know exactly what you're getting. You get a prior digestive enzymes and prebiotics. So that works so well with the apple cider vinegar and the lemon water. And it helps your body eliminate toxins that have been built up over time from eating processed foods. If you're eating hot dogs and hamburgers or frozen freezer foods, or those things that build up in your body, and at the same time give you whole food ingredients and gives you the essential amino acids that your body needs, 20 different antioxidants that can reduce the damage that led to heart disease, heart attacks, high blood pressure, which I had. I reduced that. Stroke, cancer. I wish I had this around when my mom was here. She died of cancer. I would have definitely introduced this to her. What do you eat? This is what you want to start your day off with. You don't want to start it off with something from an animal. First of all, eggs, bacon, toast, wheat. I mean, I'm not even going to get into wheat belly. My kids know all about wheat belly. I talk about that so often. You don't want to start your day off like that. You want to start your day off with essentials, nutrients, vitamins, prebiotics, antioxidants, phytonutrients. Curb your crave. If you already started out with your apple cider vinegar, with the pectin and the pectin from the lemon water to help with those cravings, this is where you want to lead it to. Up for the rest of the day. So, do you choose to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 today to get you where your body needs to be? I'm going to open up the chat. Let me just see who's here. Okay, I'm back here. I see my screen. I'm going to open up the chat. Let me see who's here. So I ask you, what do you choose? Which one sounds like the better option? I mean, they not the better option. Doesn't that sound like something that you can do for your health? Lemon water, apple cider vinegar, having a coach, a little bit of exercise, which I will give you every day. Every morning at 6 o'clock, I hold the exercise class, but I will exercise, and it's a virtual exercise class, which is amazing. The person that I wanted to be on the call, she's not on tonight. Hopefully next call she'll be on. She couldn't log on for some reason. I don't know why. But this is what I'm offering to you today. My coaching and everything that comes with it. The apple cider vinegar and the lemon water, of course, you have to buy that yourself. Shakeology you can get through me. You'll be a part of team. You'll be a part of my coaching clientele, which I have in a group. I do group calls. I do group meetings as well as individual. And these calls are designed to help you reach your goal. All right, so let me just share my screen one more time. And I'm going to show you exactly. You don't have to pay for anything except for the Shakeology. And this is the Shakeology. And this is what it does. Lose weight, reduce junk cravings, increase your energy, and improve your digestion. I will give you a link to get the Bragg's apple cider vinegar. And lemons you can get anywhere. Organic lemons are the best. More than 70 super nutritious ingredients to help you reduce hunger and food cravings. Increase your energy. You don't need to eat fruits and vegetables. If you're not already eating fruits and vegetables, it's in the Shakeology. We have different flavors: chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, greenberry, chocolate vegan, which is what I love. Okay? And this is what you would get. All you have to do is contact me. This is my information here. You can put in anything that you'd like and contact me, and I can get you Shakeology. It will come straight to your door within 5 business days. And every flavor, I've never had the greenberry, but every flavor is delicious. and it will set you up for the year 2015 on such a wonderful foot that your body will start to change almost immediately. And from what I've seen across the board with all of my clients, they all love the Shakeology. And of course, I have, those that are using it, drinking the apple cider vinegar and their lemon water, and they're loving it, and they're loving what's happening to their bodies. Because what I find is that you can't always get to the gym. I understand that, and I do have exercise programs. I'll do another webinar about that. But tonight is about Shakeology, because tonight is about losing weight the easy way. Losing it the easy way without running all over the place and exercising for hours. I have those too, if that's what you're into. But tonight was about losing weight the easy way, the fastest way possible, the most nutritious way. This was it. All right. So if you have any feedback, wait, let me get back to where I am here. All right. So that was my presentation. Let me open up the chat if anybody has any questions. I'll just write in the chat here. Any questions? If you don't have any questions, then I will type in the chat where you can, that will be www.shakeology, ShakeOlogy.com/DK Healthy 1. And that will take you straight to my link where I just sent you. So you'll click on that link and you will order your own Shakeology. And once the order goes through, I will be in contact with you, and you'll be a part of my coaching group. And hopefully you will start to drink apple cider vinegar. You will start to drink your lemon water. But what comes with that is, I need to know your goals. I need to know how much weight you're looking to lose. I need to know, where you are right now and where you intend to go. So that is what comes with my coaching. And I want to thank you for being on this webinar tonight. And hopefully it was informative. I will put the link up for those who could not make it. I will post this on my blog. And that's it for me tonight. I hope this was very informative for you guys. And I want to thank you for taking your time out on a busy holiday week. The 2 days before Christmas. 2 days? Yes, 2 days before Christmas. I'm looking at my calendar. 2 days before Christmas to come on this webinar to learn about how to lose weight the fast way, the easy way, the most nutritious way possible. Forget about all those things that you've heard out in the marketplace. Forget about all those things that you hear in the news. Forget about all the fad diets. There's only a proven system that will make you lose weight. And that is through using certain foods, certain superfoods, like I mentioned tonight. And of course, adding some exercise and having a coach. All right. So I hope, again, this was informative. Thank you very much. Have a good night. And hopefully I will work with you, and I'll talk to you soon. Good night.